Welcome back. My name is Julian Addy and I am your Boston-based realtor.
Hi everybody, I'm Neyma Mendes-Del and I am your South Shore-based realtor.
Today we have a special treat for you. We understand that it's very challenging to purchase your first home. Not only are you competing with a lack of inventory, but you're working against cash buyers.
Today we have Natasha from Mass Housing and Diego from Caliber Home Loans. We will be talking to you guys about a unique Mass Housing program.
Thank you so much, Julian and Neyma, for bringing us here to this great program. We want to tell you how you can keep more money in your bank account, hopefully being able to use our loan program through Mass Housing. And for that, we have Natasha Boy here, who is going to help us understand how that program works.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Again, I'm Natasha Boy with Mass Housing. And let me tell you a little bit about Mass Housing, who we are. We are a quasi-state agency. And all that means for the limited purpose of this forum is that we were created by a state legislature. However, we do not derive any funding from the state. We are pretty much self-supporting. We act as an investor and also a mortgage insurance company. So we pretty much have a mission of making sure that we provide affordable home mortgage products for Massachusetts residents. We focus primarily on low and moderate income borrowers. So those are our target audience. So we have some great, incredible products for them. One of them is the Mass Housing Mortgage 100. It is a down payment assistance loan. It is for borrowers that are first-time home buyers, must not have owned a property within the past 3 years, buying either a single family or a condo. It must be their primary residence. What we are doing is allowing you to borrow up to $12,000 or 3% of the purchase price, whichever is less. It's at a 1% interest rate and it's fixed for 15 years.
If I'm buying a property at, let's say, $400,000, I can get up to 3% of that, which is $12,000 for down payment assistance from Mass Housing under that particular scenario.
Absolutely. Now, the down payment assistance can also be used either for down payment or for closing costs. So if you have your 3% down payment, you still have to worry about closing costs, and you can utilize our down payment assistance loan for your closing.
So Natasha, I wanted to clarify a little bit. Is this assistance program a separate loan in addition to your mortgage?
Absolutely. So what's going to happen is for a single family or a condo, we require 3% down. So this 3% can come from our down payment assistance loan. So with the 3% down, it's only going to be for the second mortgage. So for example, the loan is going to be separated into two. Your first mortgage of 97% is going to be at the prevailing rate. And then you have a second mortgage at the 1% interest. The principal and interest on the mortgage of the second mortgage is due on a monthly basis, and that is kept in the analysis of your first mortgage.
So when we as lenders, when we evaluate your monthly mortgage payment, that particular loan that you get in there is counted towards your capacity to borrow money. So it's important for people to realize that that is a payment that gets accounted for when we are, as lenders, utilizing that payment.
So I know that a lot of people worry about their credit score, right? Is there a particular mark that you have to be in between for a credit score when you're getting this loan?
That's a great question. So for the down payment assistance loan, there is a minimum credit score of 660.
And we want to remind the viewers that the fact that you now have a 640 or a 620, oftentimes we as lenders, we're able to help people understand how you can increase or improve your credit, not in months, but in weeks, sometimes in days.
That's amazing.
So if your credit score, Julian, is 620, it's highly likely that you can be a Mass Housing candidate in no time.
So Natasha, can you tell us a little bit more about whether there's an income cap to qualify for this program?
So there is an income cap, but depending on the region that you are buying the property, it could be as high as $107,800.
Whoa.
Okay.
That is what in a lot of the towns.
That's low
Now,
income.
right? It doesn't sound like a low income. So with Mass Housing, we do qualify borrowers, I should say applicants, based on their income and not household income. We do separate our income by region. So depending on where you're buying the property, the income might differ. You have to fall within the what we call the 100% area median income. It is an income that we get from Fannie Mae biannual basis. So it changes twice a year. and that would determine what your income cap is.
Are there any restrictions for the counties that program is available in?
The answer to that is there's no restrictions. We cover the entire state of Massachusetts. So Norfolk County has a income cap that might be different from, let's say, Plymouth County.
Okay.
So when you're working with the lender, it's a question that you want to ask the lender.
Can you bundle this with different programs, like down payment programs?
That's actually one of the beauties of this down payment assistance loan, because yes, you can bundle it.
Is there a limit if you have so much money in the bank that you don't qualify for this
Yeah.
program?
We have borrowers that have 5% of your own money and they still qualify for this. 10% of your own money, they still qualify for it. We are not going to look at your application and say, wait a minute, you have so much
Yeah.
money in your account.
Yeah, in your
Why
account.
are you applying for this down
Exactly.
payment assistance? Regardless of how much money you have in your account, you can still qualify for this down payment assistance.
Does this program also work for multifamily?
Unfortunately, it does not. It works for single families and condos only.
Are there any down payment assistance programs for multifamilies?
We don't currently have anything for multifamilies right now. But not to say that we would not, because Mass Housing, we are always trying to find innovative ways of helping our borrowers. One of my very favorite is what we call the Operation Welcome Home Loan. People call it the Mass Housing VA loan, but it really has nothing to do with the VA loan. It goes to benefit men and women active in the military, for veterans, for National Guards, and Gold Star family members. It has a down payment assistance component of it, similar to the down payment assistance we just discussed, meaning that it's the lesser of $12,000 or 3% of the purchase price. It's for anywhere from a single family to a 4-unit.
Thank you so much again, Natasha and Diego, for joining us. It has truly been a pleasure. All this information has been very helpful. Feel free to reach out to Neyma and I if you have any questions about homes, or Diego if you have any questions about financing a property. Again, my name is Julian Addy, your Boston-based realtor.
Diego Osorno from Calibre Home Loans.
Natasha Boyer with Mass Housing.
Neyma Mendes-Del, Valle, Success Real Estate.
We hope to see you guys soon.
Bye.
Take care.